Hey guys, we're back with another digital class. So as with the updates that happened last week, we're kind of hoping to be back to the academy at some stage in July. Current members, we have all your emails, so what we're going to do is send out kind of an email to everyone, and you'll all kind of be up to date then as to the stages to our comeback and what steps we're going to kind of take to maintain everyone's health and safety, and hopefully we'll be kind of back in the swing of things in the next couple of weeks. So stick with us, and we will also be continuing with our YouTube classes, and we'll just be changing up the format. They won't be every single week. We'll be just putting up kind of a little bit more kind of informative content in terms of like little breakdowns and top 5 submissions, all this kind of little bit more more better production quality. It won't be from my living room, essentially. That's what I was trying to say. So we'll get going with today's class, guys. So what we're going to look at today is kind of a continuation from our butterfly guard sequences that we were doing the last few weeks. So what we're going to do first of all is just look at the snap down. Now, a real common reaction out of the snap down is you're going to post on your hips. So when I snap down on Laura here, she's going to post on my hips to stop me from getting the front headlock position. So when I'm here, I'm hand fighting, I'm in my butterfly, I go to snap down, she bases. That stops me getting the collar tie / front headlock here. So again, we'll do it here, boom, snap down. But this opens up this gap here, which lets me feed my hand through. I can grab her shoulder, grab her wrist, direct her hand, and my arm drag, sliding myself into this kind of back take position here. So to complete my back take, I absolutely hate these big jumps here. It's just not something I've ever been very good at doing in a roll. So what we're going to do instead is the nice lazy option of just lying on top of them. So I'm going to use my elbow just on the back of her head here, and I'm going to drive Laura's head downwards, which creates this kind of bend, which means she's going to give her back up. From here, I can open the space up with my upper body to take my second hook. Now, obviously the second hook is needed for scoring in terms of IWGF rules and other rule sets, but if you're in a sub only or in your ADCC, this counts as a back take. So this is actually a stronger control position. The reason being, I'm actually locked down Laura's lower half of her body, the side of her body that's closest to the mat. If Laura tries to rotate towards the ceiling, she can't move her hips to escape. Whereas if I go to regular back control, which is what a lot of us do, it actually lets her escape, which is why it's actually a slightly weaker position from a control perspective. In terms of the scoring perspective, you have to do it. So again, I'm here, hand fighting, I go snap down, opens up the space, I hand drag to get to here. I drive down. So I start to give her back up. I rotate my hips, take my seatbelt, open the space out, take my second hook. Sometimes you can take your second hook, look into ref, get your points, and then go back to this kind of lower body trap position here, which is a stronger control point. Okay, well, next time, I'm here, I'm head fighting, I'm hand fighting, I snap down, Laura defends. There. Nice and quick back take. Very strong option if they're defending your front headlock. The front headlock is your first port of call with this position. I love that snap down to the guillotine, but sometimes they will get wise to that and they'll just start. They'll be ready. They'll feel you snap down and they'll just base. Okay. So now we're just going to change up the angle a little bit. So what we're going to look at now is our telephone armbar, which is one of my favourite submissions from butterfly guard. So we'll do everything the same way in terms of the hand fight and the head fight. We're here, I snap down Laura defense, I go for my arm drag and she yanks her arm out. But for her to yank this arm out, she can't yank her two shoulders at the same time or she'd fall backwards. So if I'm here and she yanks, she leaves this shoulder behind. If she tried to yank the two, she'd just go, I don't know, like that, and then I could just push her over. So when I go here, she yanks the arm out, which opens this up for me to telephone armbar. So as I uppercut, I fall to my side and I get to here. Now I put my foot on her hip, that's something we'll use in a minute. We'll just keep that here. My knee clamps down on her shoulder, that kind of keeps her posture down while I'm attacking this position. Now I'm going to wrap around, I grab my shoulder, and I wrap around and I grab my other shoulder out here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to squeeze into my stomach to get the submission. Okay, very strong finish. Just be very careful. Now the reason I attack it this way rather than this way, which is what a lot of people do, is it actually gives Laura the rotation, or whichever way she wants to rotate, it doesn't matter, but it gives her the rotation to escape the straight arm bar. Whereas if I'm here and I lock it up for rotate, it's virtually impossible for her to rotate her arm to escape the position. So again, I'm here. So I'm here, I'm hand fighting, I'm here, I snap down, or defense, I'm here, she yanks her shoulder out, I switch, I get to here. So I lock again, and I squeeze to get my submission. Okay? Very quick armbar, very strong armbar. And it's probably one of my favourite submissions of all time, to be honest. So it's well worth learning. Even if you're not going to tap people, okay? Yeah. Even if you're not going to tap people with it, you can create a bit of uncertainty, which might give you a sweep or another submission entry. So now what we're going to do is look at one of those other submission entries, which is the triangle setup from here. So again, everything stays the same. That's what I like about this system. It's just all from that initial snap down. So I'm here, I'm in this position, I snap down, Laura defends, I'm here, she yanks her shoulder out. I go to set up my telephone armbar, and I'm here. As she defends, I can retract my leg, which sets up a triangle. And I can finish my triangle. Now, just a nice little detail I found here with the triangle setup. So, I'll just go through the initial setup again.
Yeah, that's nice.
So I'm here, as I go snap down, I'm here, Laura defends, she yanks her arm out. I go for my telephone armbar, so I'm here. Sometimes your leg gets stuck and it's not fun, you can't set up your triangle. So if that happens, you can clamp your knee to her neck and rotate your hip, which frees your foot. And from here, you just windshield wiper to set up your triangle and squeeze. Okay, so we'll do that set up one more time. And here, I'm attacking, I go for my snap down, switch to the arm drag, Laura yanks her arm out. I'm here, I roll through to get the attack on the arm, I defend, I clamp, free my foot, rotate my hips, lock, squeeze to get the solution. Okay, so that's that's kind of today's class, guys. There's three very good options there from the front headlock system. Your arm drags are obviously really effective because you're going to land on your opponent's back, which is one of the best positions you could ever land in. And we also have your telephone armbar, which is a very, very good quick submission. You might catch people off guard with. And if the telephone armbar doesn't work, you can switch to the triangle. There is also an option to go for a sweep from the telephone armbar that anyone who's done a bit of butterfly with me would cover before. I call it the gringo sweep. You'd have seen similar from Gordon Ryan. He caught Buchecha with it in ADCC last year. So very, very strong sweep and brilliant to catch people off guard all the time. Okay, so that's pretty much today's class, guys. Like we said earlier, we're hoping to be back mid-July, hopefully late July, and back to some bit of normality. There will be some restrictions in place with how we train, unfortunately, but it's for everyone's safety, and that's kind of our highest priority, is to get back training but keep everyone healthy and safe. Okay, guys, so stick with us, we'll be back soon.